Hey everyone, this is Kevin, the Apptrepreneur, and look, we're doing this guerrilla style only because, hey, when we have an important email like this, I want the focus to be on the email, not on my face, so there you have it. But here's the thing, I have been saying for a while that Uber is going to shut down the apps. They're going to have to at some point. Never mind the fact that the business is tanking. Never mind that you can't get people to go anywhere except to the hospitals right now and maybe the grocery store, which is going to definitely put drivers who are already at unease at even more unease. It's just not safe to do it. The virus spreads by human to human contact and even surface contact. Uber driving and rideshare in general, Uber Eats maybe a little less so, contributes to this problem more than most. More than most. So I know Uber has been under a lot of pressure to shut the apps down from riders, from politicians, from analysts, maybe not from stockholders so much, and maybe not from certain drivers. But the thing is, the app needs to end. It needs to stop. It needs to shut down. I've made that very, very clear. And Uber's kind of been pausing. They've heaved, they've hawed, they just don't want to do it. But they have been making some minor changes, and with this change, I believe the end is nigh, as they have officially put a pause on the driver referral program, which means I'm not getting any referrals anytime soon, which is a joke, by the way, because I took my referral code down a long time ago. But anyway, so it says in this email, as you've likely noticed, the ongoing pandemic has caused riders to take fewer trips. I find it fascinating that that's how they decide to open with this. Again, Uber, they're always trying to spin it as a positive. Granted, that's their job, but I think it's interesting that they're putting this on the riders. Due to the reduced number of trips, we do not want to proactively encourage new driver signups. Oh, is that the reason? I was hoping it would be for another reason. That's why we are temporarily pausing the driver referral program starting April 1st, 2020. As of this date, we will no longer offer referral rewards for inviting friends and family to drive with Uber. We will notify you of any future changes to the driver referral program. And then we have the terms and conditions. Changes to Uber's driver referral program will take effect for any driver referral sign-up taking place on or after April 1st. Uber will honor all pending referral reward offers so long as the invitee has signed up with the referral code prior to April 1st, 2020 and meets all conditions of the referral offer. Now, wow, talk about botching this up. Talk about totally botching this. It's interesting. They say, this was the perfect way for them to sound caring when they do this. And they don't even want to go that far. You've likely, due to the reduced number of trips, maybe you stop doing this because it's like, hey, there is a killer virus out there. People are dying. We haven't seen the worst of it. We could potentially have 200,000 people die as a result of this virus. Are you kidding me? This is your reason. Like, hey, because of this, we don't want to put more people on the road than we have to. Now, I know why they're not going to do that, because it's like that would suggest that their product is unsafe, which, even before this happened, yeah, the Uber platform was unsafe and is unsafe and will probably continue to be unsafe for the foreseeable future. But no, they're basically being like, hey, there's low ridership, so that's why we're putting a pause. Now, here's what you do with the low ridership, if that's really all it is. You don't have to remove the referral program. You simply have to tweak it. It's like, hey, because of low ridership, the deadline to get these rides is indefinite until things get back to normal. But again, it's not about that. It's about the fact that Uber right now as a product is not safe. I mean, a lot of people have commented, and there will be people who comment in this video too, like, hey, I'm an essential business. I'm helping people get to their doctors. I'm getting their prescriptions. I'm getting their food. I'm getting them to work when they don't have a car. I'm essential. And it's like, I'm helping them. And I'm going to tell you, look, you're helping more if you don't drive them. Yeah, they might not be able to get to work. Yeah, they might not be able to get to the store. There's other services that can help people with that. But look, just general driving around, You're doing more harm by driving them places than you would if you don't drive them places. Personal opinion, of course, not an expert, not a doctor. This is just my opinion, which is, incidentally why you come to this channel. But yeah, so anyway, this is kind of a weak PR spin on the whole thing. A weak PR spin. That said, I'm happy they're doing this. I'm happy they're doing this. Because you know what? Reality has to come crumbling down on Uber and the drivers at some point. There are drivers out there who are continuing to drive even though they know they could get sick, and even though in theory they should have made enough money that they don't have to drive. And then you have some drivers who actually did get sick, and then because they think they're such hot stuff, they get out on the road and they start driving again. And then you have some, I would hesitate to call these people drivers, but you have people on YouTube who talk about the pandemic and how it's safe to stay at home, but by the way, use my referral code. Yeah, no, here's the thing. If had I not already taken the referral code down a while ago, I I'd be taking it down today. In fact, after this video, or maybe starting with this video, who knows, we'll see. I think I'll be able to do this. I am going to be removing my Lyft referral code from the description for the immediate future. Because you know what? Yeah, no, I now that I'm stopping to think about it, I need to be honest about this. If I don't think you should be going out and driving, I can't be referring people to any of these rideshare apps. Maybe Postmates, because again, I'm sort of on the fence about the food delivery. But yeah, no, I'm removing my Lyft referral code. It's just not worth it at this point, and I expect Lyft will do the same thing. But make no mistake, this is the beginning of the end for Uber in the sense of the next few months. Will Uber and Lyft return when this is all said and done? Of course they will. I don't think they're going to go out of business because of this. I mean, it's possible, but I think it's unlikely. I think most businesses will recover because, keep in mind, no one stopped buying things and working because they wanted to, or because the market got bad, or we took a turn. There was just some things that were done wrong. There was an emergency. It's a virus. It's an act of God. Can't do anything about it. And people are itching to get back out there. They want to see movies. They want to go to baseball games. They want to go clubbing. They want to do all these things. So the economy will start recovering once it comes back. Might be a little slow, but within a couple of years, I think we'll be fine again. In the meantime, we just have to stay indoors, wash the hands, stop touching your face, please. And Uber and Lyft are just kind of in like this little bind. They know they should shut down, or at least they should shut down the rideshare service portions, but who wants to make that call? Who wants to make that call? But how can they make themselves look good while they're trying to make that call? Well, they can do things like this. They can put a pause on the referral program. And my big question is, will the referral program even come back after this? Will it come back? Because here's a reality, folks. Here's a sad reality. When the economy does start recovering, it will take a while for people to get jobs again. They're going to need work. And guess what? Rideshare, it's a low entry barrier. The barrier is pretty easy to get through. So they're going to sign up for Uber and Lyft, and heck, they might do that without a referral code because they just need a job. So who knows? This might actually be the end of the driver referral program in general. It's going to be very, very fascinating to see where we are at the end of when this is all said and done. I'm not saying I like that very much. It's, actually, I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I'm okay with people not signing up for Uber, but it's like the idea that we're going to actually start signing up for Uber and Lyft without bonuses, because that's just how desperate we're going to be. It's going to be like, man, these companies won again. So yeah, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. You don't know. But I suspect that, within a couple weeks, especially if the number of deaths keep growing, I think these apps will shut down, at least temporarily. They'll be back. They will definitely come back. But when that is, I don't know. But anyway, that's where we are going to end this one. I think I talked a heck of a lot longer than I thought I was going to talk. But anyway, I'd like to know what your thoughts on this are. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.